Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have our derby day against Palermo, and we follow it up with a tough game against Brescia. Brescia, to be fair, are not having the best of seasons. They're struggling at the moment, down in 14th place, whereas ourselves are challenging for that top spot. A win today against our rivals would see us go top of Serie B. And we'd have a little bit of a cushion as well to the chasing pack, subject to other results as well. Um, but so far, we have been fantastic. We've done a very, very good job defensively. And since you were last with us for that game against Vicenza, we've had another 4 clean sheets. So 5 clean sheets in a row. And we continue to really push on this season at the moment. We're also currently being linked with a takeover. It could finally happen. There's a couple of consortiums interested. I'm not entirely sure if it's local, tycoons, or anything. There's been no further details disclosed about them. So it's very early stages, but there's a couple of groups interested in the takeover. Um, Pretty much full strength starting lineup is available to us today. The only player that misses out is Schaub. He is injured pretty much for until February time. He has broken his ankle. Catarozzi's got a knock, so he misses out today. And amongst other players as well, there is one or two who probably deserve to have an opportunity, if truth be told. To be fair, I think we'll get Jakobsen in onto the bench. He is yet to make an appearance for the club, um, as well as Nonch not made an appearance yet this season either, which is a bit harsh, really, because he came up good for us when we needed him. But for the time being, at least, we'll see how things go, and hopefully we can continue our fantastic start to the campaign. Um, are we considered to be promotional favourites? I'm not too sure. If we get a takeover, I think it would certainly help matters. But we need to just carry on doing what we're doing on the pitch. I don't think we need to particularly do a lot in relation to the squad. We've got good depth now with a number of youngsters that can come into the side, and we've got the quality as well, I think. Um, it's just a case of whether we can maintain. The fact that we've had 6 clean sheets in our last 7 matches is brilliant, but it is something that we need to keep an eye on as Chidera there missing a gilt-edged opportunity for Palermo. It remains 0-0, but that was a good chance for them. We just need to be a bit wary going into this match. Palermo not having the best of times themselves at the moment, but we know that they can be dangerous as Omane finds Camden, and that is a good save from Pigliacelli. Camden having a fantastic season so far, currently our top goal scorer, and he looks to be the creative one here, swinging the corner into that far post, and it's comfortably cleared in the end, but Burdick picks it up on that right-hand side, chance to get it back into the penalty area, and he does, and he couldn't quite find Camden. Alpha Rupecht doing really well to win that header and just glance it away, and Tepsic picks it up now. The highlight is continuing, so de Klerk finding Grimeland, and every time I say the highlight is still continuing, it then stops, so it remains 0-0, but positive play once again from our point of view. But we do need to be careful today, like I say. And Segre into Alpha Ruprecht, playing it central again. Good interception from Camden, and now Thomas Burdick, who again seems to have broken into the side a little bit more once again. He's had spells in and out of the first team, but he seems to have done really well recently. And Banzuzi there with the header should have hit the target. He should have scored, if truth be told. He's not scored yet this season, Banzuzi. He seems to be struggling a bit more this campaign in that playmaker role. He doesn't seem to have settled into it quite as well as he did last year. But so far, I'm quite happy with the performance. Banzuzi here back to Grimeland. And now Sacco back to de Klerk. Good opportunity for de Klerk again today. He has had a start previous to today as well. So he seems to be the standout defender to start breaking into the first team. Grimeland now swinging it in. What a delivery that is. Omani couldn't quite get onto it though. And it's cleared away, and Saric now picks it up. Plays it central to Chidera, who's found a good little bit of space there. Defensively, we are looking pretty rigid though. We have got plenty of players back, but Alpha Reprect looking to get it into the penalty area. Finds Segre, and now Cherry, and that's a good block from Tepsic there. Very good defensive position from him. Well, I think it was Tepsic. It might have even been Carstens, I suppose. Alpha Reprecht here with the delivery from the corner. Swings it in toward that far post. Good header clear from Sacco. Perron back in, though, and Cherry with the effort. And Brazil with a fantastic save. And we're going to drop a bit of encouragement to the lads. We just need to just pick it up a little bit. Palermo just starting to get in the ascendancy here. And incidentally, I did have a look into the stadium side of things. I did ask the board to build a new one. But the thing is, we haven't got a big enough fan base. We've got 6,900 capacity seated, but it's still a 38,000 seater stadium. So it's a very odd situation, if truth be told. Here is Tepsic. What an effort that is. And again, he just dragged his shot slightly and it goes wide and it remains 0-0. But very competitive game. We're dominating in the way of possession. We've created the better chances. Can we just find that finish? We struggled a little bit against Salernitana last time out. They arguably were the better team, if truth be told. And Palermo just starting to grow into the game and being the better side. Camden here with a free kick, though, just over the crossbar. And again, just not hitting the target today so far. Bit of a frustrating first half in this derby game, but we're certainly still in it. And hopefully we can go out there and just find a way to win the game. We did it in one of the games that we've had in this run-in. We just won by a goal to nil in one of the games. The other ones we've won by 3 goals to nil. So we know how to scrape out a victory. Oh, what a goal from Maximo Perrone, a former Manchester City player, of course. It's a lovely free kick, and Brazil really should have done better. And I feel slightly hard done by there. We're going to drop some encouragement. Camden with a free kick, and Pigliacelli couldn't get there, but it's off the crossbar. And again, I think we've been really unlucky so far today. Like I say, we're unbeaten since the start of the season. It'd be a shame to lose it against our rivals here. We're going to just pause there for a moment. De Klerk is on a yellow card. I think, to be honest, um, we'll leave Tepsic on the midfield. I think we'll get Fasting on in the defence. Tavares can come on in that attacking midfield as well. And Van der Plas hasn't scored in 17 games now. But he is our only option for Mark Omani. And Omani's been a bit frustrating at times, to be fair. He does make good runs, but when he's scored in an offside position, he just times his runs slightly too early, and it's just not quite happening for him. Banzuzi, for once, is having a good game as well. We'll confirm those substitutions for now. And hopefully we can find a way to get back level. Camden with a delivery toward the far post, and Albano comfortably clearing it, and Omani just holding on to possession. He's not got too much support, and he lays it all the way back to Tepsic. If we can build it back here and manage to grab a goal from this, I will be extremely pleased, if truth be told. Chateau here into Carstens, and now Chateau again. Again, there's not really a lot of support down this right-hand side. The attacking midfielders do tend to drift out wide on occasion, but for some reason at the moment, they're just not doing so. Here is Fasting. Plays it into Sacco, and now Tavares. That's a lovely pass, and Banzuzi again off target. Again, it's a really good opportunity created. And again, we'll just drop some encouragement. We've not played badly at all, and it's just a shame. But the thing is, it's the first goal we've conceded in 5 games, and it looks like it could lead to a defeat. And that's the frustrating thing, if truth be told. Here is Blin. He's actually on loan from Manchester City, I believe, as well. So, you know, Palermo, they got relegated from Serie A last season. We know that they've got good quality. Here is Tavares with a good interception. Has support ahead of him. Camden couldn't beat Saric to it. Sacco really doing well in the midfield. Tavares into the penalty area and again off target. We're creating so many good chances, but it's just not hitting the target. And now Tepsic has picked up what looks like a serious injury. And that could be a big miss from our point of view if it's a very bad one. Seiko's struggling a little bit for fitness, as is Grimeland, but we'll have to leave them on. And, I mean, we'll bring Van der Plas on just for the sake of it, but I can't imagine anything coming of it. And it's really annoying, that one. We've had a lot of chances. We've not taken them. And we have lost against our rivals. And that is the difference at times. We need to be winning games like that. That puts Palermo up to 3rd in the league. And Sampdoria, of course, the other relegated Serie A side. So we're surrounded by the Serie A clubs of last season. It's going to be an extremely tough test for us to stay up here in the fight for promotion. But I can't fault our performance. We were absolutely fantastic, but we just couldn't find the back of the net, and that was so frustrating. And Tepsic, a key player for us, is out for 3 to 4 weeks, so that could be a big miss from our point of view. I mean, the games that we've actually conceded a goal were against Parma and we drew, Gubbio and we drew, Palermo and we lost. When we don't, when we don't concede, that's it. Every time we concede, we drop points. So a bit of a pattern shaping up, it would appear. And with a week to go until the Brescia game, hopefully we can improve and get another win on the board. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game away against Brescia. But before we do, the team in second place, Solernitana, is the first time I've ever seen it in Football Manager, but I've just seen here they have been put into administration. I don't think I've ever seen it. And I thought our finances were bad. They're in £58 million worth of debt now, Solernitana. Clearly, their drop from Serie A really did destroy them a couple of seasons ago. So, you know, it could be worse in that manner. Um, so in relation to their players and everything, it's going to be a fire sale potentially at their club at the moment. So from our point of view, we're not looking too bad overall. Just the one change to the side, Tavares does start in that holding midfield. Tepsic is going to be injured for around 4 weeks. So it's a bit of a big miss from our point of view, but it does give an opportunity to some of the young defenders we brought in to get some game time. De Klerk remaining currently remaining the player that's getting picked at the moment. He seems to be settling into the side a little bit, and we'll see if that uh, if that continues basically. So going into today, we want to get back to winning ways, of course. We were unlucky to lose to our rivals Palermo, and unfortunately, with it being a game against our rivals, it hurts all the more. But we go into today knowing exactly what we've got to do, and that is win once again. And a win would put us back into second place in the league as well. So hopefully we can go out there and get the job done. It would be rather nice. But obviously with Salernitana's future slightly out in the open at the moment, really. Um, it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens in relation to that. That's a good save from Brazil. Diaby with the strike. Well saved by the Brazilian keeper. And Brescia starting the more brightly here of the two sides, which is a bit of a concern from my point of view. I was hoping we'd do quite well today, but Partipilo into WDC. That's an interesting one, isn't it? WDC. We'll have to check out his name a little bit later on. Negoeba into Partipilo, and again we're really struggling to get out here, but Camden does well to intercept, and we have got a counter attack on here, and that is a good switch of play, and Burdicks in loads of space on this left hand side, chance to get it into the penalty area. He tries to cut in, he could have put the cross in. Sacco does put the cross in. Camden was there, it's fallen for Tavares, and he couldn't direct the header, and it remains 0-0. But decent counter attack, and we're showing good signs here now. Camden with a corner. We know who the target's going to be for this one. And Coliseco's there at the far post. He actually brings it down. He didn't really have the space to shoot. But that is a lovely goal in the end. I mean, he brought it down really well and just laid a little pass into Chato, who turned and struck it superbly. What a lovely goal that was from the right back. Camden's delivery went just a bit too far. Sacco controlled it really well, turned and laid it in, and Chato was onside, and he just hit it first time. Bit of a blind shot, really, but he knew where the goal was, and we take the lead here. Sacco with the assist. Panzuzzi's taken a knock here on his ankle, but he should be okay. We should be able to see him through something like that relatively easily, and we'll just keep an eye on it as the game goes on, really. We can't ignore that for the time being, and hopefully we can continue to grow ourselves in this game as Huard brings down Camden. He's already been booked. It's a second yellow card. And William DeCargo is WDC. Has been taken off because of that red card. Grineland here with a delivery to that far post, and Schemper in goal for Brescia makes a good claim. And it remains 1-0. But Brescia being down to 10 men now, we should, in theory, settle ourselves into this game now and control it. We need to get the 3 points, and that is going to be the primary target today. And here is De Klerk, just laying it back to Carstens. And again, we completely reset. We have that patient build up, and Chateau just coming down this right hand side tries to play it over to Omani. Couldn't find him, but Seko picks it up, finds Burdick, and now Omani. It's a good finish, but I think he was offside again. He's scored 4 goals so far this season, but I think he was offside again there, Omani. And he was. And again, he's just slightly mistiming these runs, and it's not good enough. He's a player of his quality should be able to deal with it a lot better than he is doing at the moment, and it's proving to be very frustrating because he could have had a lot more goals from our point of view so far this season. Grimeland here into Banzuzi, back to Grimeland again. Nice little pass again into Banzuzi, and now Grimeland back to Banzuzi again. Good passing between the two of them. Burdick, what a turn that was from Burdick. What a shame that he couldn't hit the target from his strike. It was a lovely turn, completely turned the defender inside out. And overall, I think we're unlucky not to be further in front, but Brescia have had a similar number of chances to us, and we've got to be a little bit careful here. Even though they're down to 10 men, they're clearly creating chances. Here is Grimeland coming down this right-hand side here. Camden now has Grimeland in support, but he finds Banzuzi, and I think he may have been offside. I mean, he scored anyway, Banzuzi. It's his first goal of the season. No offside is being checked, so we do double our advantage right at the start of the second half. That makes it job done, in my opinion, against 10 men. And Grimeland proving very useful down this right-hand side in the end. I mean, they're all appealing for offside, but Banzuzi just carried on and slotted it in through Semper's legs. And that is job done. Tight offside is what it's been given as. He timed it superbly. Even Omani was actually onside at that point as well. And at 2-0, it's job done. But again, we need our striker to start scoring goals. And I think, to be honest, that'll probably do us from Marco Mane today. We'll give Van der Plas another opportunity up front, but I'm very quickly running out of patience with him. 17 substitute appearances, 1 or 2 starts within that as well, and he's still not managed to score a goal. And it's a bit of a concern. We'll also get Higor on for Burdick, give him an opportunity in that attacking midfield role. And James Jakobsen will give him his debut, I think, as well, on for de Klerk, who's had a reasonably strong game, to be fair, as of many of the players. The only player that hasn't had a good game, actually, by the looks of things, is Tavares, weirdly. But not to worry. We'll just see how things go. Van der Plas here with a free kick, and it's just over the crossbar. I mean, why he's taking free kicks, I'm not sure. I didn't think he was down as a good free kick taker, but he was taking it anyway. So at 2-0, hopefully we can find a third through our striker. And Van Leberg into Pound, and now Power. Out wide to Goudin, now Pound again. And now Begic. And Goudin, well, we didn't track his run there, and we've got to be a little bit careful. Good tackle there from Carstens. Banzuzi clears, and I mean, Van der Plas couldn't get near it, unfortunately. But positive signs for sure. And if we survive this attack, I might drop a little bit of praise to the side, but we do need to pick it up a little bit. And Diaby is there, and he's absolutely smashed it in, Arnaud Diaby. And to be quite honest, we're going to demand more now, because that is not acceptable against 10 men. We need to be controlling this game a lot more than we are doing. And hopefully we can finish the job here. Here is Grimeland into Banzuzi, back to Grimeland again. Now Sacco. Grimeland back to Jakobsen. Now Carstens. Camden just holds on to it, back to Tavares. And now Chateau. Coming down this right-hand side, can he get the ball in? No, he can't. Godin wins possession, and he keeps it as well. Do you remember what I said to you about us conceding goals? Every time we've conceded, we've failed to win. And Chateau doing really well there. I thought for a minute, Brescia were going to push forward and potentially get an equaliser. Here is Higor switching the play. That's a lovely switch of play, and Camden just about gets to it. Plays it into Banzuzi, and again off target from Banzuzi. I mean, I know he scored today, but he's got to hit the target. He had the time to control that and then take the shot, and he just rushed it. I think the red card certainly helped, and I think we've gotten away with it today, if truth be told, but it will do confidence a world of good if we can hold on to the 3 points here. Carstens to Tavares, and now Chateau. Coming down this right-hand side again into Camden, and again, he's lost out now. And now Diaby into Gaudin. Begic into Diaby. This is going to be points dropped here by the looks of it. And Diaby is in. And I tell you what, we got very lucky there. Brescia should have managed to get a point from that. We were the better side overall, but we just switch off. And we did the same against Gubbio. For the most part, we've done very, very well, but that's the first game that we've won when we've conceded a goal. So I can't complain too much. And it does see us go back into second place, but performances do need to be a little bit tighter and improve a little bit more to the form that we had before the Palermo game, to be quite honest. But we have opened a bit of a gap. If Palermo win their game in hand, of course, they will go to a point behind us. Salernitana just 2 points behind us. But again, the future of the club is uncertain. And we're still waiting to hear back in relation to takeovers. So there's a lot going on, a lot to think about, and a lot to process potentially as well going forward. And in relation to the upcoming matches, we'll probably get a number of games out of the way. I'm looking at the Italian Cup game, if truth be told. We'll probably get through, what, 5, 6, 7. We'll probably do Cosenza away and Empoli away in the Cup. And then we'll get the rest of December then and all of January out of the way. And then we'll have a transfer roundup and come back for Modena and Gubbio. But Italian Cup is the focus in the next episode. And hopefully we can get off to another good performance. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.